I wanted to share a story as well. Well, it's not really a story. This was a research study done that was collating some research behind the power of our mind. And this study was just so interesting to me, so I thought that I would share it with you. So in 1979, there was a group of researchers that got together and they thought, hey, we really believe that the power of our mind can have like a physical effect on not only our bodies, but how we see the world. So what they did was they got a group of 8 men who in 1979 were in their 70s. And they said, we're going to transport them back and put them in a environment that is like the 1950s, when these men would have been in their prime, in their 40s. So what they did was they did some tests. They got these 70-year-old men to try and run and try and stretch. They took a photo of them. They recorded everything down. And then what they did was they got an old church and they converted this church as if it was the 1950s. So anything that was on the TV or the radio was real stuff that had played in the 50s. All the posters and photos were from the 1950s. The furniture, the food they were eating, everything was as if it was 30 years ago when these men would have been in their 30s and 40s. And what they did was they left them there for a week. So they said, you just live your life. Here's your bed, here's your food, here's, everything, as if it was the 1950s. And what happened when they came out back into the real world, it was amazing because they retested them, they took another photo, and what was happening was after 1 week, these 70-year-old men were behaving as if they were 30 years younger. So all of a sudden, these 70-year-old men could touch their toes. One of them used to use a walking stick before he went in, and then he didn't need the walking stick anymore. So what's this telling you?
So it just shows, obviously, the power of your mind.
The power of your mind. And so they took the photo before they went in, and they took a photo after they came out. And remember, only 1 week had passed, but they showed this photo to outside people, and they said which photo was taken first. And people actually thought the second photo was taken years before because they had actually physically looked younger after only 1 week. So I guess this is my favorite study that shows that the way we think can have such a fundamental impact on how we behave, how we interact with others, even how we look. So I suppose the gratitude thing for us is a really simple way to start practicing being positive and looking for those positive things.